Man, will she come back to me this month? Will she come back to me this month? Come back to me this month. Come back to me this month. Will T come back to me this month? Yes, I'm getting a yes. I'm getting a yes. I'm getting a yes. I am getting a yes. Yes. I actually think I like the other way better, but this way doesn't seem to lag as much. So we'll try it for a little bit. If I decide to change it, we'll change it. I think I can go with that. Okay. Monica, welcome in. Will I be meeting? 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 Thank you for the hot cross bun. I'll be meeting. Thank you for the hot cross bun. No. I'm getting a no. I'm getting a no. Is anybody here interested in knowing about our specials for the full moon? Specials for the full moon. Is anybody interested in hearing about those? Let me know. Let me know. If you're not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, by subscribing tonight, you can enter in a free giveaway. We're gonna do it on a share screen. I think. All right, I'm trying to get this to work. It's gonna take me a minute on the YouTube side. Tanya, how are you? Macy, welcome in. Make sure you guys are double tapping. We are going to get started with the live stream in just a few minutes. Tino and Ro. Welcome in. What did I do? Is Alex with another girl right now? Yes, I got a yes. Is M in love with me? Marcia. Hey, Wendy. Wendy's over on the YouTube side right now. Yes. Yes, Marcia. Welcome in, Wendy. I'm trying to premiere my TikTok. It probably would be easier to see my altar and stuff, Wendy, if you came over on TikTok. I'm trying to get this YouTube thing figured out. My husband tells me I'm going to have to get a stream card. I'm going to order it. I have to go through that.
Explain before I get to bed with the woman I love.
All right, what's going on?
got grease on the cover. Oh, on the sheet. I see you wipe your nose on the sheet. I can't wipe it on my sleeve. I can't wipe it on the sheets. I cannot win with you. Just tell me the truth. I done told you I ain't. Just tell me the truth. I done told you I ain't.
TikTok.
I done told you I ain't.
I don't know if I have a pin. All right, this is gonna take me a minute. This is gonna take me a minute. Guys. You gotta forgive me for a minute. I'm trying to get all my TikTok people. I need y'all to be patient with me for a minute, okay? I'm trying so hard to get people on here. Please bear with me. We're trying to make over on YouTube people. Welcome in, Christina. How are you? I knew you'd be back in time, girl. I just knew you would be. You told me everything okay? Everything okay on
casino credits if you lose $10 plus in the first 24 hours.
All right, come on.
Today. Must be 21 plus.
Technology and me fighting. Wendy, I'm trying to learn this YouTube thing. It is I'm trying to learn this a lot more difficult than TikTok, believe it or not. At least for the streaming end of it. So. All right, where's TikTok at? TikTok. I need to see this account. I need to see. Let me see. Let me see. Find that fake profile, girl. Why can't I find you? Go to where are you talking about on TikTok? I added you as a friend. Yeah, it's because of the way it is on YouTube. I don't know why it's like that. Give me a second. Let me end this. Let me pause this real quick. And let me stop this screen. Is it better? Can you hear me better now? Let me know, Wendy. I'm going to tell you how to find me. So, open up your TikTok, Wendy, and go look at your followers because I followed you. Open up your TikTok page and look at your followers. I am doing TikTok, Christina, yeah. I'm just trying to help my YouTube people find me over here until TikTok gives me my stream key and I can literally put them all together. What's up, January? How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in, beautiful. I just have to stop the music for a minute. Another thing about YouTube that I don't like, we don't got the vibes from the music like we love too much. So I don't know if I don't know how people do that. multi-streaming in certain ways, you know. But I'm trying to help my YouTube friend with a name. Am I better without Alex? Am I better without Alex? Yes. Yes. I tried to send Wendy a message, but it like won't let me. I might have to have Wendy add me on I just sent her an inbox. I don't know if it went though. All right, let me see. All right, we ain't about to mess with this. We ain't about to mess with that, that's for sure. We are going to go over here and take a look at this. I didn't see anything anywhere, but don't let me hold you up. Do me a favor, Wendy. Here in the chat, I'm gonna put my name from on. I'm gonna do this. This way for me to do it. I'm gonna put my name in the chat, Wendy. I need you to find me on Facebook. I'm also gonna try to find you on Facebook, and that way I can share my actual page with you. Are you on Facebook? Give me 1 second. Let me look. I'm not holding me up. They got to lights up a little more, anyways, over on this side. Let me see. Let me search. People. Here she is. I think I found you. Wendy, is there a kitty in the background? Same picture? I'm going to send you a message. All right, let's see if I can do it this way now. All right, there we go. Hello, how are you? What is your first name, love? I didn't catch your name over on Wendy's chat. All right, so I am going to try to turn my music back on. I'll put it on this side so it's not all in the YouTube thing. There's Wendy. She's like, yay, I found you. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in, friend. The only reason we love the TikTok so much, welcome in, love. Offer. I did not catch your name over in Mystics Live. Hey, girl. Hey. We have fun over here in TikTok. You still have, but you hear the music, I think. I think you hear the music. You're hearing the music in the background, probably. It might take some getting used to hearing music over the talking. A lot of the family over here, they like sometimes just to hang out and listen to music. But I'm gonna try to take this screen mirror off, and you should be able to hear me a lot better after I do that, guys. It should be a lot better. The audio should be a lot better now. I think it was the wireless connection of what I have going that was causing some issues. Okay, so who's all here? We got Christina, Stacy, Wendy's here. Tammy's not here. I'm surprised. Tammy must have fell asleep. We normally don't go live this late. We normally don't go live this late, but being that it was a full moon, I was like, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Okay, I'm going to put my paid list up. But remember, we do have a lot of specials tonight. And don't forget about our gold gift for, you want to do a reading, Christina? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm all for it. I'm ready whenever you are. I've had the cards over there, basking in them beautiful candles, so I'm ready if you are. All right, are we doing a full reading? We doing a full reading? All right, girl. What are we reading on? I'm going to show you the deck I'm using tonight, guys. I had this deck. Them candles are bright tonight. Let me try to dim some of these lights down. The lighting's off tonight. All right, there we go. All right, so I had this deck, and I was like, this will be the perfect deck to use tonight, because if you see in a lot of the pictures, it's got the pink moon. So, in a lot of them. I think it's because I have the pink backlight on tonight instead of the normal one. It's messing with our ambiance. I should definitely fix that. It's probably driving y'all nuts. So let me fix it. Let me get it back to our regular. Yeah. We got to have the blue for it to vibe out right. I don't think that the pink don't set right with it, guys. All right, I'm ready. What's up, Kensley? How are you? Welcome in. Wendy, let me know if the audio got better for you, okay? All right, we're going to start our first reading. This is for Christina. It is a general. Hey, Tammy's here. Welcome in, Tammy. Welcome in. Everybody say hi to Tammy. And everybody, please welcome Wendy. I met Wendy over on YouTube in one of the readers' live streams that I watch over there. And she is awesome. She's never got a chance to see me read before. Okay, yeah, you're hearing my music. Everybody loves to sometimes we have like song request night, different things like that. All right, so let's get going. Okay. All right, gotcha, Christina. All right, so we are doing a full reading for Christina. Christina would just like a general reading tonight, Spirit. Anything you feel as though she needs to know. Anything as though you feel she needs to know. All right. Anything Spirit thinks Christina needs to know. All right, we're starting out with the Hangman. All right. The Nine of Swords. The Tower. Seven of Cups. Three of Cups. All right, we're going to read these five and let Spirit set the tone for how this reading is going to go, Christina. Oh, no problem, Wendy. Tammy, thank you for those populars. Guys, remember, if you send the gold gift right there, which I did pin at the bottom, you can pick from a full moon. You can pick from a full moon, bay leaf burn, or a personalized pink moon fortune cookie blessing that comes along with a graphic that you will be able to save for the future. I think Tammy did one earlier. All right, so let's talk about it. We got this Hangman. All right, this Nine of Wands, this Tower here in the middle, and then also the Seven of Cups and the Three of Cups. So, right away, this feels like Spirit saying that you are in a suspended moment, Christina, but it is not meaningless. What feels stuck is kind of forcing the truth to rise. This is not light energy, but it is powerful. And let's walk through it. So the Hangman, this is not just nothing happening. It's more like you are being held so that you can understand what you couldn't see while rushing. This is a pause, Christina. It's Spirit saying something in your life feels like it's hanging, uncertain, not sure of which way it's going to go. Stop fighting the pause, Spirit is saying. There is wisdom in what is being shown. There is a lot of surrender, delay, new perspective, and spiritual suspension energy around this. Okay. The Nine of Swords, this shows the mental and emotional weight. She says, yes, I'm missing my kid. It's been on your mind a lot lately, hasn't it? It's been on your mind a lot lately. Because Spirit is saying that your mind is under this pressure. But fear is not the full truth. It's more anxiety, stress, emotional burden. This card shows that emotional weight that you are carrying. And then the Tower. This is the breakthrough collapse. This is the breakthrough, the collapse. The Tower says that something unstable and, something overdue is being shaken. The truth may be forcing its way through. Spirit wants you to know that what is breaking is not meant to stay hidden. The situation with your kids will change. And I've told you that before. We've talked about that, right? This new baby and this new life that you're starting, it's going to turn things. It's going to change things for you. Couldn't be that couldn't cloud. Could be. I feel like Spirit's really pointing to the situation with your kids right now with these first two cards. So I'm not going to try to mix the energy too much. I would say let's stay on that path. And if you were over on YouTube and wanted to ask a question, just type it in the chat. Guys. Okay, so and then let's talk about the Seven of Cups. This is Spirit's way of saying that you're going, and seeing it after the Tower says that there's confusion, there's option, emotional fog, fantasy of illusions. I feel like you keep thinking of all these different ways on how you can get your family back together, how you could get the kids back. Is that something that's been going through your mind? I really feel like, because then I see support. I see support being closer than you really think it is. You know what you do, you know what Spirit wants you to hear the most right now with these 5 cards is that you do not need to force the answer right now, right here, not tonight. That you don't need to solve the whole tower while standing inside of it, right? Because right now you're too emotionally attached. You have all these different emotions flowing. So, you know, Spirit's just saying you don't have to sit inside this burning tower and try to put the fire out. You need to breathe, ground yourself, and let the truth reveal itself piece by piece. The Hangman and the Tower together say that something must be seen differently before it can be revealed correctly. You're not stuck for nothing. You are not overwhelmed because you are weak. You are in the middle of a truth-breaking, opening moment. This first set of cards feels like Spirit setting this reading up about release, clarity, seeing through what has been really sitting heavy on your heart. All right, Spirit, we have the understanding of what you're bringing to the table for her tonight. You know, once Christina steps back, stops overthinking, and gets true clarity on the situation with her children, you know, what is the next steps? What blessing is Spirit sending to her tonight on this situation? 3 cards falling out together right away. The Ace of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups. Okay. Six of Cups, lots of love here, so much love. All these cups, my goodness. And then the Knight of Swords. And not a damn thing in reverse. And not a damn thing in reverse, Christina, honestly. Okay, honestly. I see now Spirit shifting the energy in a really beautiful way. You know, and there isn't anything in reverse. That matters. Spirit is showing movement, blessings, and emotional support, opening up once you get yourself grounded. I talk to you all the time about getting grounded. You know, this Ace of Cups, this is Spirit pouring in love, healing, and emotional renewal. This is peace. You know, this is really fresh start energy. The situation won't instantly be perfect, but your heart will not stay in survival mode forever. Once you breathe and stop drowning in fear, healing begins to pour in. The King of Pentacles right there, you know, this is the blessing of stability. protection, and grounded support. This is a very strong sign that the situation with your children is not meant to stay in emotional disarray forever. Spirit is moving you towards steadier ground. This King of Pentacles is here to say what comes next is meant to be more stable than what fear is telling you it is right now. Okay, and then it follows with the Knight of Cups, which is beautiful because it says the next steps also include movement through love, compassion, and heartfelt communication, family, and togetherness. Love is still a voice in this story, and that's what is most important. Spirit is showing that the way forward is not all harsh and dry. There is tenderness coming in with this. Okay, and the Six of Cups says that the love between you and your children is still present, and it still matters, and it is still under Spirit's watchful eye. Okay, the overall here, what I'm seeing, what blessing Spirit is sending tonight. This is a blessing, not small, but not loud either. This is a blessing where there is healing in your heart, reassurance that the bond with your children is real. It is protected by Spirit, and that support is more than stable. You know, the support is more than stable. It's more stable than you even realize it is. Communication and action will begin to move. This feels like Spirit wrapping the situation in both love and forward movement. There is so much love still here, Christina. The fear is loud. Yes, I know it is. But it is not bigger than the bond, and that's what is important. Let me see something. How will Christina's children react to the news of the new baby? Seven of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Come on, Christina, this is beautiful. Don't doubt those babies. Look at this. There is power in numbers. They are going, look, do you see them all in that tree together? And the one mama's holding, they are going to love this baby. It is going to be about togetherness. It is going to create a level of excitement. They're going to react with thoughtfulness and acceptance, okay? It's not going to be harsh. It's not going to be scary like you think. There's going to be warmth and acceptance. Why do you feel like you're going to be judged? Why do you feel like you're going to be judged? Because the judgment card just falls out. Who are you feeling this judgment from? What's up, Kazi? How are you? Welcome in, my love. Happy to have you here. It's their dad likes to report to the state. Don't give them anything to report about. Document everything. Document everything. Two of Swords, yeah. I see what he's trying to do. But Spirit says it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. All right, girl. All right, anything else you want to know before I close out this reading for you, sweetie? Welcome. Welcome in, Winter. Thank you for that beautiful rose. Thank you for that heart class. I appreciate you. Anybody that has a question, please throw it down in the chat. We have our viewers' wishes. We have a lot of specials tonight. If I tell them, he will try to make me lose Baby Tuesday. Yeah, then don't tell them. Don't tell them. Don't tell them. But if you were to tell them, they would react with love. And it's sad that they're going to have to miss out on that. Is there any way you can make amends? Is there any way you can make amends so these babies don't have to miss out on the beauty of their new baby brother or sister? I mean, really? I mean, I get it. I do get it. I get it. Trust me, I do. It's just really irritating to hear that they have suffered because of adult stupidity. You know? All right, let me get some questions for anybody. It's Norman. Well, Norman has a problem with his damn self. Anybody that wants an oracle card, we can do oracle cards. We can do questions. I would like to do a collective reading. And guys, I do want to read on Nancy tonight. Anybody here want to read on Nancy? Let me know. All right. Lori. All right. Lori. What's up, Lori? She said, if I can stay awake long enough, girl, we supposed to do candles. Wendy says, Nancy, yes. All right. I'm down to read on Nancy. Let me get through these yes or no's. We'll do a small collective and then we'll read on Nancy. All right. Yes or no's. All right. Anybody that has a yes or no, drop it in the question. We're going to go through these real quick. Cassie, has Kerbin been asking about me recently to other psychics? Yes. Alejandra, will Beatrice contact me in the next week? Make sure you're following. If I see that you're not following, I will not answer, guys. You know the name of the game. It is a yes. Priscilla is the guy I met on Saturday at a bar trying to find me on socials. Priscilla. You're welcome, Burrito. Anytime, my friend. Yes. Kelly, thank you for the beautiful rose. Kelly, make sure you guys are coming up here, hitting your daily heart meets. Hit these orange hearts. They're so important. This one's for Kelly. Thanks, Burrito. You can always stick around for the show, my friend. We would love to have you here. It is a yes, Kelly. Will I be able to see my kids on Saturday? Kelly, thanks for that follow. I'm getting a no, Christina. Lori, will I be in my new apartment by the end of April? Hey, Lori, how are you? Trish! Let's go. Everybody, make sure you guys are giving a warm welcome to my creator manager, Trish, coming through. What's up, that girl? How are you? Welcome in. Robot, you can ask a question, but you do have to be following. Lori, will Lori get in her apartment? Lori, I'm getting a no, love. I'm so sorry. You guys know I hate when I get a no. I want all you guys' wishes to come true. Will I be able to see Kenny on Monday? Will I be able to see Kenny on Monday? Guys, we're going to do a collective full moon reading here in a minute. You're not going to want to miss it, so don't go nowhere. I'm getting a no. I'm so sorry. I see hi Trish from Tammy, Wendy. Thank you for the tiny bunny. Thank you for all the love. How are you, my beautiful girl? Robot, drop your question. That was a note for the end of April, my love. Christina says, hi, Trish. Will me and my best friend get back in contact? April, make sure you're following. Yes. Yes, you will, Robot. April, will I get a job soon? No. Okay, yes, guys. Wendy is new TikTok kind of. So the little things that you're seeing everybody throw down. So those are GIFTSs. The reason I'm spelling it out and not saying it is because TikTok doesn't like when we beg for gifts and things like that. We can't do that type of stuff, right? But what those are is that's basically their way of tipping me as a reader. So what you can do if you ever want to do that, Wendy, and that way you can join my fan club and all that. If you go down to the bottom, let me pull up my actual screen. That way it's easier for you to find. Okay, so Wendy, if you're looking at your hold on, if you're looking at your TikTok screen, okay, and you go down here to where the little gift box is, and you go to recharge, so you can add coins, and then you send these little GIFTSs. And what that does is help support my channel and being here every day, what I do. So that's what that is. And I can teach you a little more about this later. Welcome in, Gloria. Thank you for the hot cross bun. Thank you for all the charge me up. Trish is coming through with go. Yay, guys. See you, Trish. Hey, let's go. Let's go. What's up, Victoria, coming in on this full moon? All right, we're going to do a collective now. Pause the yes or no a little bit. Those flames are getting kind of high. Let's do a collective. Oh, my bell sounds like it's into some candle wax or something. It's not really ringing right now. Okay. All right. I need to grab some Baileys. Give me a minute. Tammy, why don't you grab out one of those blessed Baileys I gave you? All right. So I got all my cards. Now let me grab the Baileys. I just don't remember where I put them. Here they are. And I almost forgot about the damn dice. All right, I got the dice too. Ow, my feet. My feet, my feet. What viewers wish did you send for? Send a legal question. Okay, hold that thought because I'm going to be pulling out the deck for Nancy here in a second. But we're going to do a collective right now. If you send any viewers wishes or you send for any paid readings, I will get to them in a minute. I just want to do a Bailey in a collective reading for the group. For the group as a whole, you guys got to start. Y'all got to start learning how to come together more as a family. We got to do more together reads and stuff, guys. I like doing paid readings. Don't get me wrong, but you know. All right. So we're going to do a pink full moon collective blessing veil. We're going to let that sit there for a second. All right. All right, Spirit. I would like to do a collective style reading for everybody here today with us in the chat. We have Christina. We have Wendy. We have Tammy. We have Trish, Stacy, Latoria. Okay, and anybody else who may enter in. Spirit, let's start pulling some cards, filling the energy of the room, and give me a message for somebody in the room tonight. I'm going to pull a few cards. I'm going to give the message. If this message calls out to you, let me know. I got the 10 of Wands. And the 7 of Wands. And for the third card, Spirit Spirit is giving us the Page of Pentacles. What is this collective message that Spirit is putting out? Well, one thing I can say, all right, one thing I can say is that this is a message for a person who feels like everything has been on their shoulders. You know, they have to defend themselves over and over and over again. They are tired of always being the strong one. If this sounds like something you're going through, let me know. Because Spirit is starting by acknowledging the heavy things. You know, this could be family stress, financial issues, emotional pressure, responsibility. You know, Spirit is saying, yes, I see the weight. I see how much you've been carrying. And then brings the Seven of Wands and saying, Spirit, you know, what is Spirit saying? It's Spirit saying with the Seven of Wands, this is fire energy. We have any Leo, Sagittarius, Aries in here right now? Where's my fire sign at? Family and death. Oh. See, I feel that with that Seven of Wands as well. This, you know, Spirit brings the Seven of Wands in to show why things feel so hard. This tells me because somebody in this room has been in constant defense mode, having to protect their peace, their position, their feelings, their home, their truth, and their energy. Like you always have to explain yourself. I know a lot of people said that they felt like they were relating. If you still feel like you're relating, let me know. Spirit could be pulling in multiple energies. It could be the energy of the entire room that I'm reading on right now. And then comes this Page of Pentacles that says, this is the promise, guys, that after all the pressure and after all the defense, Spirit shows a small but real opening. The Page of Pentacles is a new beginning that is practical, grounded, and worth nurturing. The collective message I'm getting here from Spirit is Spirit speaking to the one who feels worn down and guarded. If you're here and you feel me not having me anymore because it goes somewhere else. That's right, Wendy. And you want to know what Spirit is saying for you guys here? That are feeling way down and guarded. Spirit is saying, keep struggling because the struggling isn't for nothing. Yes, you have been carrying too much. And yes, you have been fighting hard to protect what matters. But do not let exhaustion make you miss the seed that is being planted for you. Somebody here has been tired. A lot of you here have been holding on to everything, holding everything together with your bare hands and fighting just to keep your peace. Spirit is saying, hold on, a real opening is coming. Stay grounded enough so that you can see it. You are closer to the stability that you really think you are. Okay? You are closer to stability than you really think you are. All right, let's see. All right, I'm not going to put those cards back in the deck. I'm going to keep them out, see what other energies I can pull on. What's up, Asanda, how are you? Make sure you're throwing down that daily heart meet. All right, before we read on Nancy, let's do a couple more. All right, let's see, Spirit. What cards do we have now? Who else in this room is needing a message, Spirit? Who else in the room tonight needs to hear a message? Five of Wands. Ooh, fire and charge tonight. Ace of Swords. And the King of Swords. So this is an energy shift here. What's up, little Pete for life? Make sure you are following. So this next collective message feels like Spirit is speaking to someone in the room who is surrounded by conflict, tension, conflict and tension. Maybe, a controlling masculine presence around you. Somebody that has, been dealing with a strong emotional, like controlling presence, masculine man. Somebody who may have their walls up, somebody who's going through tension and conflict. This is like arguments, drama, too many people pulling at your energy. Spirit is speaking to the one in the room who was overwhelmed by conflict, drama, tension, and a masculine dominating force, energy in your life. Spirit is saying that you do not have to wrestle with every loud thing around you. The chaos is not your compass. This person who is controlling you is not your dictator. There is breakthrough energy for you. There is something becoming very clear with this Ace of Swords. And Spirit wants you to respond, not with more confusion, but with clarity, with boundaries, and with self-respect. Do not let the chaos and the domination make your decisions for you. Do not let this masculine force in your life make these decisions. The truth is already trying to rise above. Meet it with a steady mind and a sharp spirit. All right, guys. So I had a few requests to read on Nancy. Tammy, Wendy, let me know if you're still here. Christina, we're going to go ahead and pull on Nancy. I am going to get a completely different tarot deck out for Nancy. I'm going to use the Way Seekers Tarot. All right, guys. If you have no idea what's going on with the Nancy Guthrie and Savannah Guthrie case, I completely understand. This is something fun we might do tonight. I'll leave it here. We'll think about it. All right. So if you're not, are you allowed to ask yes or no's? Little Peep, you are allowed to ask yes or no's. You have to be following. All right. And please remain patient with the yes or no's. They might not get to you right away, but I will. Especially if I'm in the middle of reading. Okay, my friend? Let's try to slow down the pace and be respectful because, like I said, I am reading from Nancy. And I just feel that it's right that we go ahead and light a yellow candle for her as we go ahead and read for her. So I'm going to, if you give me a minute, I'm going to pull out the yellow candle. If y'all could just be patient. Where are the yellow candles? Oh, they're over here. All right. We got yellow. We got yellow. Yellow for Nancy. All right, hold on. We gotta get out. You gotta give me a minute. I need to get my true crime oracle. Where the hell's our true crime deck? There's one. Where's the other one? Hold on. I'm not seeing the other one. What the hell? Well, this is weird. Hold on. Is it over here somewhere? I can't find my true crime deck. Oh, am I missing it? Oh, I did miss it. I looked right over it like a fool. Okay. So many decks to go through. All right, here we go. Whew. I am ordering 4 decks tomorrow, but I also want that true crime. So we will see. Oh, yes, I have 2 of the true crimes. I'm going to use them both tonight. Are evil spirits trying to stop this? Probably. So we'll probably double back with a black candle because I have no idea why I wasn't able to just pull that out so naturally. Like I went through 4 boxes. And Tammy will tell you, I pretty much know where all of my witchy stuff is. Isn't that right, Tam? I have a pretty good, you know. So we're going to dim the lights if I want to respect Nancy and give her all that. I will do some Florida water. All right. All right. Let's get an opening prayer to lift the veil and call Nancy Guthrie in for a reading. Let's call in the spirit of Nancy Guthrie. Spirit of truth, light, and divine protection, I ask that you cover this space now. Clear away all illusions. Let's bring Nancy's. We have a special bowl here for Nancy. Let's bring it down. Spirit of truth, light, and divine protection, I ask that you cover this space now. Clear away all confusion, fear, falsehood, and energy that does not belong here. Let only truth enter. Let only what is of the highest good be present. I call on God, my guides, my ancestors, and the protectors who walk in light. Stand around me and around this reading. Guard my mind, my heart, guard my tongue, guard this space. And if Nancy is able to come forward and he and if it is allowed in divine truth, I ask that her energy be felt gently May your voice be heard through the symbols, feelings, and messages only as Spirit allows. May anything true be hidden, or anything that is hidden be brought to the light. Bring the truth to the light. May anything falsely in the way fall away, and may this read serve truth, clarity, and justice. I open this space in relevance. I hold space in protection. I ask that only truth remains. And so it is. Così, cosa vada così. All right. King of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Two of Swords. Right away, as I do this prayer in this reading, I got cards flying out. Just trying to see if we can feel her with us right now. I have the King of Swords, the Two of Swords in reverse, this Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. If you are here and you are an intuitive person, please tell me if anybody else here is getting any sorts of feelings. Yes, I do get Queen of Pentacles for her a lot. I would be interested in knowing her birthday. I forgot to look that up. And now I got the Queen of Wands and the Sun too. So she's definitely here with us. You know, I definitely feel right away from these first 5 cards. Okay. There is truth here. She's coming through telling us she wants to talk truth, facts, and authority. This feels like a yes to her presence. This is a guarded yes. Like the space is opening, and what comes through needs to be handled with very much respect. What needs to come through next needs to come through very respectfully. She is not coming through as a fantasy. She is coming through as truth, trying to be seen. She is coming through as truth that is trying to be seen. And just to protect us and Nancy, let's go ahead and light a candle to ward anything off that might come along, okay? All right. January 27th. Let me get my pen and paper. When I read for Nancy, my pen, I need my paper. All right, so I'm going to let you guys lead the questions for Nancy tonight. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Wendy. We'll probably lose some viewers as we go to read for her. I'm okay with that because it was important for me to do this tonight. All right, so this is the pink moon reading Nancy. All right, let's come up with some questions together. Let's come up with some questions for Nancy together. They have not found her yet. I do want to write her birthday down. So it is 1/27/42. Okay. Let's come up with some. Empress comes out a lot for Nancy. Wendy says Queen of Pentacles comes out a lot. Now, I haven't watched a lot of people read on her. I will be honest. They can be very blunt. I'm pretty much open to a lot over here. I'm very comfortable in my skills and my practice and my abilities. So I'm pretty comfortable with any question for her. I will do a disclaimer here probably in a minute. True crime tarot disclaimer. All right, Christina says 1, has she crossed over. I can already tell you that she has. I also did hear that. I also heard that, Wendy. Tammy said she's in limbo. I did last time I read, I did get she was with family. And then I know Dolly also got that. So we'll look at that too. Okay. Let's get one more. Did they found out more about the driver that dropped her off? That was the son-in-law. We haven't really found out what they got on him yet. They're kind of keeping that secretive. All right, so this is a true crime tarot reading for entertainment, spiritual insight, and intuitive decisions. It is not facts, evidence, or an accusation against any person. All opinions expressed are personal and should not replace official investigation or legal findings. Please watch with discretion and respect for anyone involved. Like I said, this is a disclaimer. This is for entertainment and spiritual insight only. All right, we can go ahead. Was there a fight and fall in an argument with Nick? Wait, who's Nick? Nick is I'm the first time I'm hearing about Nick. Who is Nick? Oh, I would have looked into that. Fight Dominic. Okay. Fight and fall. Got it. Now I know who that is. So do you want to know if Nancy was fighting with Dominic? I sure wish you were here, Tammy. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it, guys. We got our question. We have everything. I'm gonna spray myself with some water.